of that. What else? What else? What else? Of course, you have a lot of haters. Of course, you have a lot of people who's like kind of disgruntled about his release. Of course, you have a lot of people who want to tear a brother down from being celebrated. Like, there's people like Wack100 who's like posting and like saying all these allegations and towards him or whatnot. And when you really look at the case and whatnot, it's just like, yo, my man, you kind of like doing a lot. Not you're not doing a little, you're doing a lot of it. But yeah, so I'm just gonna speak on that briefly. Actually, I just did, so we never gonna speak on that no more. So anyway, so what? Who is Max B? A lot of people want to know. I mean, I don't think a lot of people want to know. I think a lot of people got real familiar with who he is throughout the ways of all his supporters or his fans just posting about him, posting clips from him, very hilarious, humorous clips. And Max B was one of the members of Dipset through the ways of Jim Jones. Jim Jones had his own clique, Bird Gang, Dipset, and he had Max B. He had other artists by like Stack Bundles. Shout out to Stack Bundles, one of my favorite rappers. Signed under Jim Jones. Um, if you have it, go check out Bundles Hot. Not the remix, the original version. Shit's fire. I remember hearing that for the first time through the way of my cousin on his like MP3 player. It was like, yo, my nigga, I listened to that song like 300 times. I swear to God, probably. That's one of my favorite songs. I swear to God on earth. But anyway, enough of Sack Bundles. He gonna get his flowers. I'm gonna speak more about him a little later. But let's talk about Max B and what he contributed to just New York culture, just the culture as a whole. A lot of people wouldn't be talking about like wavy this, wavy that without Max B. A lot of people wouldn't be wearing or styling themselves the way they do because of Max B. When it comes to the big shades on their faces, to the I think it was a not a perm, but what you call them shits, blowout. Where I said this after. I mean, listen, if y'all know, comment under this video, inform me. But from just the style to just the bootcut jeans, the tight t-shirt, bootcut jeans, thermals on, whatever, everything fly. From the accent, the cadence, just his demeanor was just like powerful. It was very, what's the word I'm looking for? Very expressive. He's a very expressive dude, and he just had the way with words, pause if necessary. So a lot of people caught on and gravitated towards Max B through the eras that he was out and about, running around, maneuvering through New York City. And he had this like melodic flow, this cadence. It was just so raw. Though he couldn't really sing, but you just kind of felt what he was talking about through the ways of his music. You kind of fucked with him. It was one of his songs, one of my favorite songs. I think I mentioned it earlier. I'm not too sure. It was like "Sexy Love." Of course, a lot of people love "Blow Me a Dub." A lot of people don't "Blow Me a Dub." I feel like if somebody told me, "Yo, their favorite Max B song was Blow Me a Dub," I'm like, I feel like you kind of like rode the wave, caught the wave, or whatever. No pun intended. That porno music too as well, but he had a lot of dope things. So he would like just jump on songs initially with Jim Jones, the rest of Jim Jones's clique, and this that and third until they had a falling out, which was very unfortunate. I mean, it's a lot of label, a lot of money. Of course, money is going to break up a team if everybody don't feel like they getting a proper cut that they deserve or whatever. And I do feel like Max probably deserved a lot of it because he written Ballin', he written a lot of Jim Jones's classics. So, and that's when that beef became so much prevalent. When Max took it upon himself to jump on every fucking camera, every camera, and just express himself, which was kind of nuts. Which things he was saying was kind of wild, but you really got to think about it. Around that time, he was probably like in his early 20s. So everybody's young, everybody, do whatever they do and however they feel, react the way they want to react to whatever things they felt was done to them or whatever. You can't tell nobody how to react, how everybody says that shit. But yeah, so that beef started. It became very personal, super duper personal. I don't want to talk about what was said. If y'all want to know what was said, I'm sure you can find a bunch of clips online and you kind of see and you kind of get a gist of why Jim Jones would never squash that beef between Max B, which is unfortunate because I see where Jim Jones in his career right now. I think if it wasn't as serious, I think they would probably come together and made some dope music. That's what I think. I think him, Jim Jones. I see Jim Jones in the studio with in music videos with French Montana, so that's one thing. But hopefully down the line, you never know what the future holds. You never know. Everybody likes money. I'll say that. Everybody likes money. Everybody likes to make money. And there's a lot of money to be made with those two coming together. So hopefully, I'm not saying it's going to happen. Hopefully it does.